Hello, this is Ryan Mazuka, and it's my time to talk about Bleach. Bleach is kind of big right now, and I'm not gonna bother with a simple review start, and I'm just gonna talk about the latest arc, the Quincy Shinigami battle arc. And this is supposed to be like the last chapter, and we were expecting some big and highlighting things, but in essence, this arc is very disappointing, especially if this is going to be the final arc chapter. So hopefully this is not the final arc, but just the final mini arc of the major arc of the big war. I mean, it is big. A lot of people dying. 90% of people dying is nameless Shinigami that we can care less about. Unseated and seated soldiers who had no real influence on the plot whatsoever. I mean, we see Kira, he may have died. We see Byakuya, and he might be dead as well, which is showing that these Stern Reader are serious bunch of fighters. But then Kenpachi pretty much makes a grave turn as he kills three of them by himself. As he was not really affected by that little Bankai stealing things, which is probably one of the reasons why they consider him one of the five war potentials. As I mean, anybody who can own three people without three of these so-called great stern readers and not even have Bankai, yeah, that's a real danger. But just as I'm pretty sure people was expecting is Kenpachi was gonna fall to the leader to show how strong he was. What better way to show how strong a leader is by crushing one of the people who never gets crushed in this series, Kenpachi. Kenpachi always fights, even when he's getting beaten. He's always standing, and he very rarely ever loses consciousness. Not in the middle of a battle, at least. Maybe at the end when all that rushed, but essentially he was beaten to a point that it was like, wow, he is completely unconscious. When have we ever seen that? But I mean, it's a little bit over the top than I thought. I thought he would at least go down swinging, but in this case, he was beaten so easily that he's completely out of it. Which goes to show that the only person who can stand up against him is the captain commander. Which, at this point, as epic as it would be, we would say that the leader seems to have the major advantage. For whatever reason, Yamamoto did not kill him in the past. I don't know if he was showing mercy or if the other guy just managed to escape, but they probably was on more or less equal terms in form of battle and skill. What is the difference now and then? I don't know if Yamato is as strong as he was during that time, as 1,000 years was a long time, and his hair is completely gray now. And when 200 years earlier, he still had some black hair. So he might be a little slower than he was, but I guess plenty wiser. But this guy's always been 1,000 years, so that means he's probably plenty wise as well. Now this arc is very confusing, and I'm not even sure if all the answers will be made. As how are these? If these Quincy's been around for 1,000 years, how in the world are they so young? Do they go in stasis or something? And they say, okay, we're gonna come back in 1,000 years. The Shinigami probably is not gonna be as strong as they were before, and it's gonna be easy to defeat them. Easy peasy cover girl. Any case, that's pretty much most of the chapter. As pretty much it was an arc, and lots of people are fighting. And when the captain commander finally decided to step out and take out the one who had Chojiro's Bankai stolen, and he can say, I can now mourn Chojiro, but first I'm gonna exterminate all these stern reader Quincy's with my own hand, which his resolve to jump into battle before, which he's never done before. He always waits to the end before when everyone else is down and out. Because he's a captain commander. He should not have to step in until the last. But by killing his beloved subordinate, he's now stepping in, and his presence is causing even the nobodies to stand up to fight again, which is surprising to these reader, and as even Sean C, who now is actually probably for the first time fighting a battle seriously because he feels that Yamato is pretty much disciplining him with his presence and saying, how can you be having trouble with Quincy's? The outrageous students so weak. Which kind of feels evidence because Quincy's are still Quincy's, and they even none of them have even entered their final mode, which I'm not even sure if there is because I don't think I've seen any gloves, Senri gloves on any of them. But in any case, this battle has been pretty somewhat amusing at some points, but still disappointing because we wanted to see Bankai's, but because they still Bankai, the people we want to see it from can't use it because they'll get it stolen and end up getting it used against them. It'll be pointless for them to use it in this just for the sake of showing us Bankai. Now we got to see Chojiro's Bankai because he rushed in and the threat was so big that he felt that he could no longer hide his Bankai and he got it stolen. And it'll be stupid for everybody else to do the same thing, especially after learning that they're not stealing or sealing or blocking Bankai, but they're actually stealing it. Oh well, but in any case, I mean, the video went a little long, but because I'm reviewing so much in a short amount of time, and I probably missed a lot, I'm pretty much done. I'm still kind of disappointed. We still haven't learned a lot of the great mysteries like Ichigo's dad and now we got a little mystery about Ishida and Ryukin. What part did they play as one of the captain of the hunting squad? It pretty much said that I'm not anything compared to Yuryu, which like raise the question is, has Yuryu been holding back? Is he really an ally or is he really an enemy? Was it just some wordplay to make to throw Ichigo off? It could be a number of things. But hopefully after this battle with Ginryu and Yamamoto, things will pick up and maybe we'll have an unexpected trip because we still haven't seen the Royal Guard. And I have a figure that they might end up jumping in this war and we might have a real war. A four-way war. The Shinigami, the Arrancar, the Royal Guard, and the humans. The Fullbringers, except all four of them jump into a war. And I think the main antagonist is going to be the Royal Guard and the King. He's going to probably get tired of this world as all these people are always bringing the worlds out of balance. So they probably gonna come in and exterminate all the threats that keep causing this balance. So Soul Society is not doing their job. There's too much threat to the world, and they're barely doing it, and they're depending too much on that human Ichigo to do it. So I can see them coming in after this war or during the middle of this war and pretty much belittling Yamamoto for his inability to hold up his end and depend too much on Ichigo. So unless it does something major like that, this chapter has been very boring, and I mean some of it is exciting and interesting, but for the most part not interesting. And I'm very disappointed in this chapter, but I'll continue reading it thinking that they're gonna come up with something better. And this new battle is gonna probably be interesting as they're gonna fight. But we probably won't get to see Yamamoto's Bankai because, well, they steal Bankais. Even though I wonder if they can even steal Yamamoto's Bankai, as it might have so much spiritual pressure, it might cause the device that's trying to seal it away to overheat, blow up, and go away. And mind you, they pull that thing out. Yamamoto could just use his battle flame aura to burn the thing out. In any case, that's all for now. If you like my video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.